I have no connection. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to get in. Oh, we need my mirror. Hold on. Wait a minute. Good job. Hello. So I'm just gonna give you guys a moment. In the meantime, actually, let's look at Booba. Can I switch the camera around? How do I do that on live? Oh well, look. Look at this little baby. He's so cute. Hi, Raven. Good to see you. Today we're doing a get ready with me. And we're going to be talking about Kundalini awakenings, what it is, how it affects your twin flame journey, and if you're going to be going through, or if you are going through one. So let me pull up my notes like I always do. And today's a get ready with me. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my cat eye look with just eyeshadow. It's going to be a very simple look today, but we're gonna get into it. And sorry I'm late, you guys. I feel like I'm always late to this. One day we're gonna get it together. I'm gonna show up properly, but for now you get my really old watermelon shirt and me being late, but that's okay. Hello, Chris. And I think Sam said hi, so hi, Sam. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as long as we're showing up, I think that's all that matters. Some days you show up better than other days. And, you know, like sometimes you want to go to the gym and you go for 5 minutes and then you leave. And some days you go and you go hard for an hour and you do the sauna and you do all of it. And some days you just think about going to the gym and you go on a walk instead. So at least you're showing up for yourself and your goals, and that's all that matters. That's how I feel about everything in my life. I'm like, if I want to get something done, I am at least going to give it the best effort I can give it in that moment. Giving myself grace, and as long as we're showing up, it is what it is. That is very true, Raven. Yeah. Okay. Let me put the tape on my eyes. We're cheating again. You guys know that I love to use tape. Wow, a lot of you guys are in here very early on. I'm gonna wait for the likes to get to at least 1,000 likes, and once the likes are at 1,000, we will go straight into the presentation for today's Live Miss episode. This is Live Miss Day 13. So, and again, in case you're just coming in here, we're going to be talking all about Kundalini energy activation in your twin flame connection, and how do you know if you're going through a Kundalini activation. We're already halfway through the goal. You guys are amazing. I'm not going to be using any lipstick today. Y'all don't ever give me a chance to just do my makeup real quick. Y'all just say, you know what? You want 1,000 likes? Here you go. Okay. I guess we're going to get started. Oh my God, it's growing so quickly. My little things here. I also did my nails the other day. I was telling you guys I had to go to do my nails. This is what it ended up looking like. I need to put some lotion on my hands, but it's like this purpley vibe. The lady who was doing my nails next to me was like, oh, purple is like a bad color because it keeps men away. And I was like, purple is the color of abundance, and I accept abundance in all forms in my life. And then my nail lady was like, you got to listen to her. She's a tarot card reader. She's clear on these things. And I just thought that was so funny. I know she didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm sure she just heard that from somewhere and it stuck with her. So any shways, we're already past 1,000 likes. So let's just get into it. Honestly, I don't mind being barefaced. So yeah, exactly. Purple. Thank you, Michelle. Purple is the color of royalty. It's the color of the third eye chakra. It's intuition, abundance. Like, hello. Okay, so are you going through a Kundalini awakening? Before we get into that, in case you're new here, my name is Soledad. You guys can call me Sol. That's S-O-L. And the whole purpose of Live Miss, we're doing 21 days of twin flame connections, is to help you better understand and navigate your own twin flame journey, whether you want to attract a twin flame, a soulmate, or you're going through a karmic situation. This is really designed to help you really understand the differences between these types of divine love and how you can attract it so that you can manifest divine love. And I like to merge psychology, spirituality, philosophy. So you don't just get a one-sided spiritual look. We look into all of these aspects to help you come up with your own conclusions, right? I never want to force anything, and I'm always open to being wrong, and I'm always open to broadening the conversation. And I'm an experienced tarot card reader. I'm a psychic. I've done over 500 readings this year alone, and I specialize in love readings. So I've helped guide so many clients through twin flame, soulmate, and karmic connections. And I also do past life soul regression readings. And I also writing a book on twin flames. This book is going to be out January 2024. And unlike the other books out there in the market where there's a lot of gaps in the information, or it's, I would say, more of a personal recollection of their own twin flame journey or a collection of other people's personal experiences, this book is not a personal experience. It's a guide. It's a tracking journal. We go through all of the psychological theories, spiritual theories, how the term and concepts of twin flames, soulmates have developed over time so that you can identify if you have a twin flame journey and better navigate that journey. But even if you don't have a twin flame, or you feel like that journey is not for you, you now at least know where you're at. And this book also has tools to attract any kind of divine love. The book right now, we're thinking of making it $22 because it is also a tracking journal, and we use really high quality paper, very thick, high quality paper, because as you can see, we use a lot of pictures. I didn't design this myself. I have 2 co-creators with me. Yeah, I think it's a fair price. I have to pay my bills, and I also want it to be reachable. I didn't want it to be extremely expensive for everybody. So I think $22, and if you know the 222, you already know. So I thought it was a good number for us to have. I know a lot of people say you have to have like an odd number to like make sales. For me, this isn't about making sales. I was really called to put this information out there, and I wanted to make it accessible, and I wanted to make it easy to read. Yeah, I designed some of it, and I helped pick out the fonts and all that stuff. But for example, this is some custom work that we got done on the book, custom art. You won't find this pattern anywhere else. It was hand drawn and then uploaded. It's going to be available on Amazon. I know, feed the beast, right? But, it makes it accessible to a lot of people, and people can use their Prime accounts and get it shipped to them right away. So for now, when it is released, it will be released on Amazon. So this is supposed to represent ethereal realms, the astral realm, right? Because it's a 5D connection that we're going to go through. Obviously, the book cover, all these things had to be taken care of. And, there's a lot that goes into making a book. Like, for example, I can give you a draft and I can, put out my information out there. But to make it easier to read, the editing, right? Grammar mistakes, all these things go into making a book. So it's not a one-person job. It definitely needs a team. And that's why the price is the price. Anyways, let's get into what you will learn in today's Live Miss episode. So you're going to be learning the origins of Kundalini energy. So where does this term come from? Why your twin flame activates Kundalini energy within you. If you're experiencing a Kundalini awakening. So we're going to go through the top 7 symptoms that you may experience along your twin flame journey and through the Kundalini awakening, as well as physical symptoms that you may experience. We're going to talk about the chakras, right? Because Kundalini energy activates our chakras. And specifically, we're going to talk about the heart chakra and the root chakra, because in my opinion, in my humble opinion, these are the most significant chakras to unblock and that you will experience if you are in a twin flame connection. And we're going to do a Q&A session at the very end of this video. And of course, you guys know that I like to either read a little bit about my book, give you a little sneak peek. We do have a chapter on Kundalini energy, but it is being added on. And this is just a sample of the first draft. So I don't have the full complete draft yet. So you're going to have to wait and buy the book to really know about that. But either way, I am going to give you guys some journal prompts, some homework, in case you want to go deeper and really take in the information that you've learned today and see if it relates to your experience. So that is going to be the presentation today. I am going to really quickly just put tape on my eyes and start doing my eyes. And then we're going to get into the origins of Kundalini energy. You guys know that I love to use tape as a trick to just get perfect lines when I just don't have time. You know, sometimes you just don't have the time or the patience, and this works super well. Just gonna do that. And if I look this way, I have my mirror over here. And of course my notes. We're gonna do this real quick. What's the name of the book I keep waving? This is my book. It's not out yet, but it's called What is a Twin Flame Soulmate? A Beginner's Guide to Identifying and Navigating Your Twin Flame Journey. And if you'd like to sign up for updates and be the first to know and get exclusive discounts for when the book is released, there's a link in my bio. And the link in my bio should be direct.me/Soledadtarot. And you know, all I need is your email, and I'm not going to be sending you irrelevant things. You will only be notified when the book is out and if there's any discounts or sales going on related to the book. That's really all it is. So if you're interested in that, then you can sign up using the link in my bio. It should be one of the first links. You have so much to say about twin flames. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey Mel, thank you for making it today. Okay, so today we're going to do very, very simple things with my makeup. I'm just going to get started on it and we'll talk about Kundalini energy as I'm doing my makeup. So the origins of Kundalini energy, right? So Kundalini is a term from Hinduism, and it basically describes dormant energy that is located at the base of our spine where the root chakra is. And when you're going through a Kundalini awakening, it is believed to be this energetic flow that awakens your chakras, therefore awakening you spiritually, allowing you to ascend, to reach enlightenment, and to really transform your life. It's a very disruptive energy. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. So very significant, right? And some of these symptoms, or I wouldn't really say symptoms just yet. I did just want to talk a little bit more. I guess these are kind of considered symptoms, but we'll go deeper into the symptoms later on in the presentation. Yes, Raven, once you get started, that's it. Like, you've opened up Pandora's box. You can't ever go back to the way things were. And that's okay. I feel like a lot of us went through a Kundalini awakening and twin flame unions around the pandemic time. Or am I allowed to say that? The panorama? Am I allowed to say that? Oh, thank you. You know what? This shirt is from Walmart, and I've literally had this for like 6 years. Okay. Oh my gosh. What was I gonna do? Let me grab the things I need here real quick, you guys, before I forget. I'm trying to be more attentive in the comments today. But I do have to go to Costco today because we ran out of so many things that we need, and my mom is actually free today. Whenever my mom works a lot, she's a very hard worker. So whenever she does have a Sunday off, like, you know, I always try to do something with her and help her. And the Costco account is under my name, so she really needs me. That's one thing that she really needs me to go with her to do, and I don't mind it because to me, it's just time that we get to walk around and talk, and yeah. Any ways. So you can think of Kundalini energy as a release of energy, a surge of energy. It travels up your spine, right? And it activates various chakra energies. And if you know anything about chakras, you know that there's a lot. There's over 100 different little chakra centers throughout our body. However, there's 7 main ones that I guess are like the main ones that people need to unblock, like the main chakra centers, right? That are the most famous and people know. Hi, Maxwell. Hello. Okay. And we're going to talk deeper later on in today's live about the chakra centers, and I'm going to show you what they are, and then we'll go into the 2 main ones that you can experience and are the most important, again, the twin flame journey. Oh my God, that was so cute. Thank you for the heart. Okay. So some of like the basic symptoms that you can experience include intense physical sensations, and we'll go deeper in that as well. Heightened states of consciousness, energy surges, visions, and a deep spiritual connection. So it is a very powerful and transformative experience if you've ever been through one. I personally had mine last year and I'm still going through it. I feel like it's a journey, but it's sort of an oxymoron because it is very blissful. However, it is also extremely challenging. So that's kind of a little bit about the Kundalini origins. Did I say oranges? Origins. And a little bit of an intro as to what that is and how you can experience it. So why does your twin flame activate your Kundalini energy? And the first thing, and of course, I feel like if you have been through any kind of twin flame experience, whether that is a false twin flame or a true twin flame, and we do have a video on false twin flames, it's up on my YouTube channel if you missed that Life Miss episode. But that is that twin flame connections are disruptive energy. Thank you, Lisa, for the hearts. So cute. It's very disruptive, it's challenging, it's transformational, and so it very much aligns with the values of, or the core experiences that you experience in a Kundalini awakening. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense that your twin flame would be the one to activate this for you. That's not everybody's experience, but if you're in a twin flame journey, and of course this is Live Miss on twin flame connections, then that is why your twin flame is doing that to you, right? And let's just remember what a twin flame is, right? Very quickly. Your twin flame is a very unique and rare connection. It's a spiritual connection between 2 souls. And remember, these 2 souls, right? Your twin flame, unlike a soulmate, which is just 2 individual people, 2 individual souls, your twin flame is believed to be a part of your same soul, right? So a soul split in half. Or a soul, I guess, if you want to get a little bit more technical with it, from a single source, a part of, right? And so the idea is that if twin flames come together, there's a deep and profound connection, understanding that transcends any ordinary connections that you've experienced thus far. And therefore, the connection is very intense. There's a deep understanding, recognition, and even completion, right? Or feeling of completion. Yeah. And so with all of that comes a triggering of spiritual growth and self-transformation. So not only will Kundalini awakenings awaken your consciousness to the concept of twin flames, having one being able to deeper understand and connect your twin flame, it also helps you look more deeply at other relationships in your life, including the karma that you've carried or accumulated up to this point. So the symptoms, there's a lot of symptoms, but I'm gonna go through the top 7 symptoms. And I'm also gonna show you guys really quickly what I'm about to do on my eyes. Now that I gave it a good little base, we're gonna use this. As you can see, I use a lot of brown. And we're gonna use actually my contour color to put in my eyes. Will this work? Oh, my eyes kind of hurting. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Also, The weather finally cleared up. If you're in Florida, you know. If you know, you know. The weather finally cleared up, so that's awesome. And it's so much brighter. Oh no, I think I'm going through Kundalini. Karma always finds you. That's funny. That's one way to put it for sure. I feel like there's something in my eye. Is there something in my eye? Maybe just the tape is poking in. Okay. So one of the most important symptoms that you may feel is actually being able to feel again. You may have experienced that you were going through life in a very robotic, people-pleasing kind of way. And you may also feel that you have been escaping in many ways. A common thing in twin flame connections is dealing with addictions, whether that's sex, drugs, whatever it is for you. Those are just common addictions, but addictions can manifest in many ways depending on your individualized experience, your environment, and all of that, right? So being used to numbing yourself to get through work, to get through certain relationships, like toxic families or friends, or even a partner that you've just known isn't really working, but you have to numb yourself to get through that every day. If you have to escape and numb yourself to get through a connection or a situation in your life, that situation is not for you, honey. It's just not, okay? And Kundalini awakening helps awaken you to that. So feeling again is something that people start experiencing. You start getting more in touch not only with your feelings and your thoughts, but your body. How is it that this feeling is making my body feel? Because when you numb yourself, it's almost like this quiet anxiety, right? You feel like you're not feeling anything, but really you're numbing the good and the bad feelings, right? And there's almost, again, like this, just like you're shutting a part of yourself out. And you're only allowing one part to live, and that can manifest in major depressive disorder, bipolar, all these things, all these mental health issues that can come with that. What is a soul contract? Okay, so we're going to get back to that question at the end of the live, because that's a really good question, and thank you for asking it. Okay, so being able to feel again and slowly reconnecting with your body, your mind, and your soul is a big symptom of a Kundalini awakening. So you're going to have intense energy sensations. You may experience energy moving throughout your body. It can be even physical, right? Tingling, electric little currents, heat. It can travel along your spine. We kind of already talked about that. And yes, Stephanie, all of these live are on my YouTube channel, all the replays that posted the next day. So today's live will be posted tomorrow, and there's a playlist so that you can find everything organized. And the days of the lives are also in the title. Yes, and you don't have to watch the whole live. I have really good timestamps, so if you want to see a specific section or specific question, you can just skip around, because I know some of these get real long. All right, so number 2 is remembering and facing past traumas that have been stored in your memories, your mind, your body. This is really important, right? So we're talking about emotional releases that gets, oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps because it's so real. It really is. Maybe I should have a trigger warning, if you're not ready to hear about these things or confront this part of yourself, then that's okay. You can skip. You don't have to watch this live. But this is a very big part of Kundalini awakening. It gets very deep, okay? And it's a very personalized thing. All right. I love how we're going to talk about, like, I was talking about something deep, and now I'm going to be like, I'm going to put gold glitter in my eyes. We're just going to sparkle it up a little bit. Yeah, so this is called All In. Oh, that's actually a perfect shade, right? Because with Kundalini energy, you got to go all in. It isn't just a one thing. It's everything. I love this color. We're just going to do that. Yes, it is very strong. Yeah, and if you're struggling to find out if you are in a true twin flame connection or a false twin flame connection, I have a live miss episode on that. That's already up on my YouTube channel. So you'll know instantly once you watch that live if it was a true twin flame or not. Okay. I feel like this one's more glittery than this one. Wow, that's very profound, Stephanie. Yeah, very true. Okay. We're gonna now do a little bit of eyeliner. So yeah, emotional releases. Past traumas and emotions may start to surface, leading to emotional releases, right? And so this can involve crying spells, even laughing, right? Or other really strong emotional reactions. And so it's really important to take note and to ask yourself why you're experiencing that and what is triggering inside of you. So it's really important. Thank you for catching my live. Good to see you here. Number 3 is a reemergence of spiritual gifts, especially if you've always felt like you had spiritual gifts as a kid that you never really developed, or you had like deja vu moments or very vivid dreams. Your imagination was very big. You were really good at tuning into other people's energies, things like that, right? So that is something that is going to come up with the reemergence of your spiritual gifts. You're going to experience a heightened sensitivity. And this could be not only an emotional sensitivity, but you may experience sensitivity in lights, sounds, and I guess what we would call other stimuli in your environment. Yep, your clairvoyance is coming back. And that's actually one of the things I feel like you're on it, because we're going to talk about the clairvoyance part, right? Or not right now, but pretty soon. So your heightened awareness may also extend to your spiritual and intuitive experiences as well. So you may have more an attuneness to synchronicities. You may be able to see people's auras or feel their intentions, or get more in tune with that little voice in your head that, you know, is your higher self. And number 4 is clairvoyance and visions, right? So when you're going through a Kundalini awakening, you may experience that, maybe I guess reemergence would be the right word, but really you'll experience your clairvoyance and visions go up, which clairvoyance is when you get sent images, right? Spiritual images, that's how you're able to connect. Other spiritual gifts, like for example, I had clairaudience. I had always had little bits and pieces of clairaudience, like for example, when I was living in a more of a military town, and we were living near this like field that had like a private like air base, airplane kind of thing. I don't really know what it is. But one night I just started hearing planes and radios, and I felt like I was tuned into something that had happened in the past on that field that we lived near. And my partner at the time was like, "You're crazy. I'm not hearing anything. Like, go back to sleep," right? My poor like partner at the time, I was like, "I'm hearing things," and he was like, "Girl, relax, go back to sleep, please." And I'm just here like, and it went on for like 30 minutes. So yeah. Thank you, Jean. So that's something that I experienced, and as I've moved further through my twin flame journey, I've experienced a lot. Clairaudience is a lot. At least clairvoyance is just a vision. You can kind of resonate with it. Clairaudience, to hear and pick up on sounds that are not yours and voices that are not yours. Yeah. So, but again, it just depends on your own gifts. And so going back to clairvoyance and visions, you may experience altered states of consciousness as these spiritual gifts are reawakening within you and getting stronger, right? So you're getting spiritual downloads and spiritual upgrades. And so episodes of states of altered consciousness like lucid dreaming, visions, or even heightened awareness may occur. And we did talk about something like that happening in twin flame journeys as well. So being able to start recognizing and seeing your angels and guides around you is something that happens uniquely in twin flame journeys, but it can happen throughout spiritual journeys. I'm not going to say this only happens with twin flames, because no, I mean, I'm sure there's other people that can And yeah, you can start dreaming with your twin flame as well. That's actually a really good point. Thank you, Stephanie. So yeah, if you want to know more about the angels and the guides, we did talk about that in a previous Lifeness episode. I'm actually going to look this way because y'all, I don't think I can do that. Ooh, smelling their scent is a big one. Angel numbers, of course. All right, so number 5 is reconnecting with your passions and inner child healing. And when I say inner child, I literally mean basically since you were a baby all the way until you were like 18. Some people like to separate it and say inner tween, since you were a baby all the way until you were like 18. Some people like to separate it and say inner tween action. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Are we good? Can you guys see me? We're good? Okay, thank you guys, thank you. I just want to make sure because then I go off and then you guys don't listen or missed it and all that. So good. Thank you guys for confirming that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about when we're talking about inner child healing, right? And that has to do with, you know, bringing up those past traumas, being able to feel again, getting memories that you may have repressed. Oh my God, something's in my eye again. This eye is just not having a good day, apparently. So with this reconnecting of your passions and healing that inner child, the positive side to that, outside of, you know, the trauma, facing the release and all that, is an increase in creativity, actually. Right? So you may have always thought that you were a creative person. Everybody is, by the way. Everybody's a psychic and everybody's creative. I want to put that out there. Whether you activate or utilize that is like a muscle, and it's up to every individual and their own experience. That's my belief. Okay, but I'm open to other people's opinions and beliefs and experiences on that as well. So I don't want to say this is facts, but in my mind it is. All right, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, the Kundalini energy activation is going to open up your passions. It's going to increase your creativity and your inspiration, right? Your faith, your artistic expression. You'll have an abundance of ideas, new ideas. And with all of this comes a heightened sense of purpose. So you'll feel more aligned to your soul's true purpose and path. So if there's anything you've been wanting to do and you're experiencing this awakening, even if it feels dumb or if it feels like you picked it up once and never looked at it again and you feel the need to revisit it, do it. Even if you feel like you're not going to make any money off it, because you never know where it's going to lead you, right? You may be trying to pick up artwork and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I love painting. I'm going to go to painting classes, and then you meet really significant people that help you start a new business or something. You know what I mean? So you never know where these passions are leading you. It's really important, especially during these beginning stages and as you're going through your awakening, to really follow those passions and hone in on that. And number 6 is tower moments. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick talking break to concentrate on this. Ooh. It came out so bad. No, how do I fix this? Also, if you hear snoring, that's Bubba. He's literally like twitching, like having probably beautiful little puppy dreams. Oh my God. Oh my God. Also, like, I don't go out with this kind of stuff. I feel like I'm just in my room chilling. Thank you. Pooba is the cutest. Like, I'm in sweatpants right now because, again, I'm just chilling in my room. But, you know, to go to Costco, I'll probably put on a different color sweatpants and a shirt. But yeah, I see you as an Egyptian. Me too. I've always felt like I had a past life in Egypt because I've always loved learning about ancient Egyptian and Greece mythology, and I've always loved this kind of makeup. Even my dog looks a little bit pharaoh-ish. Like, let me show you. He has like the eyeliner permanently. Actually, I have to show you guys this photo of when Booba was a baby. Hold up. He wasn't really a baby. He was a few years old. Let me show you guys. Hold up. Let me just be a dog mom for a moment. Just let me live, okay? I don't want to grab the photo. Can I switch the camera really quickly? Flip the camera. Oop. That's me as a baby. Look at my Booba with his little toothies. You crazy. Pirate eyes. To me, it's Egyptian eyes. Like, he just has this eyeliner. So stylish. Anyways, let me flip this back. Hey, okay. Oh, I woke him up. I woke him up. He's so cute. Anyways. Just taking a quick doggy break, you guys. We're talking about a lot of intense stuff. I feel like this is good enough, y'all. This is good enough. We're just gonna start the other eye, and let's keep talking about the symptoms that you will experience in a Kundalini awakening. Ooh, let me move some stuff around here. Righty then. I have so much stuff around here. I don't like clutter. I like to at least be organized. Very earth sign of me, I know. Okay, so let's see. Let's actually move this down here. There we go. Oh yes, we do experience a lot of that sexual energy. I know exactly what you're talking about, girl. Or boy, sorry. But I didn't include it here, but we do go further deeper into that in my book, in the Kundalini section, because it is part of it. It is part of it. I thought I was going nuts. So actually, it's good that you brought that up right now, because creative energy that's associated with like the root, the sacral chakras are also, or sexual energy can be converted to creative energy. And there's exercises and meditations that you can do that I talk about in my book to help you convert those urges to more productive energy if you're unable to, you know, be with your twin, or if you're trying to go celibate, whatever it is that you're going through. Because it's interchangeable, right? It's the energy of creation, y'all. Tell me no. Yeah, you can manifest with it. You can create life. You can create life to anything, okay? So it's not a bad thing, and it's totally normal. So anyways, just wanted to point that out. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, let me just do my eyeliner here. All right, so number 6, you will be experiencing tower moments. Okay, I'm talking about endings. I look so funny. I'm talking about endings, separations, and setting stronger boundaries. There will be a lot of changes in your lifestyle, in your values. I believe it. You can become a renowned universally known artist. I like that better. Universally. Transcending time and space. That's so funny. You're so funny. I'm not gonna read the rest of that, but that was funny. Girl, I lost so many friends when I was going through this. But my life is in so much more peace. I feel bad saying this, but I don't feel bad. Like, sorry, not sorry, but I don't miss them in my life. I really don't. I feel like I'm thriving now. The people who don't like your boundaries are the people who are taking advantage of you not having any. And that's that on that. Take it as a sign, period. So yeah, you're gonna experience a lot of changes in your lifestyle, right? Your core values, your priorities, lifestyle choices that align more closely with your authentic self and your spiritual path. Yep, everybody needs to learn their lessons their own way. Most of the time it's the hard way. right? Especially for divine masculine energies, because they're stubborn. Okay. And in case you guys don't know, tower moments in tarot is what we call, we have the major arcana in the tarot, and basically a tower moment is you had a shaky foundation in a situation or a person, and because you refused to do anything about it, the tower came crashing down through lightning being struck, right? Because the tower card is lightning striking it. So either you got a chance to change your life, and then universe, God, angels, whatever you believe in, is like, all right, we've given you enough chances. We're not going to let this keep going on. We're going to show it to you. We're going to take this whole tower down. We're going to destroy it. You can choose to rebuild it if you want to. I would suggest you move forward into building a stronger tower somewhere else. So that's what a tower moment is. And that's why what you see, you can't unsee. And you have the chance and the time to transition slowly at your own pace. But if you refuse to make any changes and you keep pushing that part of yourself aside, the universe is going to force it upon you. Okay, whether that comes in divorce papers, moving, financial crisis, whatever it is for you and your experience and those things. Having uncontrollable panic attacks, right? Now you can't ignore that you have panic attacks or that you are going through a difficult time. That is also another way it can happen. It can happen in many ways. Was that a good description of a tower moment? I hope so. Otherwise, please take my tarot reader license away. There's no license, I'm just kidding. Okay, good, I'm glad. Okay, and number 7. Why does this look thicker than this one? Unacceptable. We're gonna keep going at this. But number 7, the 7th sort of symptom that you can experience is, have we been on here for more than an hour? I really enjoyed this live, so thank you to everyone. They are cousins, right? Like, you can tell they got different mamas. Okay. Oh, that's better. That's more like sisters. All right. Yeah, we're already at number 7. So number 7 is having a deep spiritual connection or shift and reconnecting with your soul and your spiritual path, whatever that is for you. So yeah, this will trigger a spiritual awakening. Welcome. Join the club. Everybody goes through it, right? A Kundalini awakening is essentially a very intense, transformative, disruptive spiritual awakening, right? There's no way to avoid it. It is what it is. You're either on for the ride, or if you've already opened it, you're on for the ride anyways. It don't matter. And it will really give you a deepening of your own spiritual awareness and a sense of connection to a higher reality or a universal consciousness. God, universe, again, depends on what you believe in. Yeah, so that happens in a Kundalini awakening, right? So if you were religious, maybe you still believe in God, but you're starting to reject the ideas that no longer align with you, and you're making your own. You're coming out of that construct and comfort and the norms set by either society or your family, your community, right? And if you, for me, for example, I was atheist. Now I feel like I'm more agnostic. So that's also a thing, right? Now I feel like I'm more agnostic. So that's also a thing, right? But I wanted to go a little bit deeper and also give you a bit of a recap here. So there can be various physical symptoms that you experience throughout your Kundalini awakening, including headaches, tingling sensations, changes in appetite, right? Needing to fast naturally, right? Not forcing it upon yourself. Manifesting energies throughout your body, including, the sexual kind that we kind of already touched on. Spontaneous movements, so uncontrollably and spontaneously moving your body, like a jerking, a shaking, feeling, or so uncontrollably and spontaneously moving your body, like a jerking, a shaking, feeling, or this part that we talked about. So symbolic imagery may be more significant. You may be getting more visions, daydreaming, vivid dreams at night. Yeah. And these experiences are all just insights into your own spiritual journey that you are now being awakened to. Yeah, you can wake you up at night. You can feel like, oh, what part? Where did I cut off? What did you guys miss? Oh. All right. Sorry if I cut off, but it was a very brief section anyways. Let's talk about the chakras. This is the last section. And let me actually got my crystals book out because it shows you a very simple image of the chakras and what they mean and their colors. And I thought this was just really easy to show you. So if you didn't know about the chakras, I would suggest you screenshot this. Okay. Although there are many hundreds of chakra centers throughout our body, there are 7 main chakra energies that we work through, right, in spirituality, and that are the most known for a good reason. Okay. So let's see. And then this goes into which crystals are good for your chakras. I'm going to do a whole series on crystals, so we're not going to go too deep into that right now, but that is coming up. And so the crown chakra is located up here at the top of your head. That is like purple blue colors, along with the third eye chakra, which is located right here. So the crown chakra symbolizes spirituality, reaching of higher dimensions, bliss. The third eye chakra is between your eyebrows. It strengthens your intuition, your imagination, decision making, and sense of purpose, and being able to connect with your guides and your angels. Your throat chakra is right here. It talks about clear communication, right? Being able to speak your truth and feelings. So being able to express yourself. The heart chakra is at the center of your chest. So right here for me. It is about self-acceptance, joy, love, inner peace, and trust. A big one. The solar plexus is right above your belly button. I'm not going to show you guys my belly. Actually, I got a new belly piercing. So random, but I might show it to you guys in another, isn't it so cute? Maybe I'll show it to you guys in my stories. So follow, if you aren't following, follow, and I might show you guys my belly piercing and all that. But yes, the solar plexus is 2 inches above your belly button, and it enhances creativity, confidence, and personal power. The sacral chakra is 2 inches below your belly button, and it helps you with the sense of pleasure, sexuality, abundance. And then the root chakra is at the base of your spine, and it helps you feel grounded, balanced, and independent. And codependency is a big lesson that we learn throughout the twin flame journey. It's one of the first ones that you learn in separation as well. All right, so now that you know about the 7 main chakras, let's talk about the 2 that are the most important as you're going through your twin flame journey and experiencing a Kundalini awakening. So the first one is a really big one, and that is the heart chakra, right? And the heart chakra is big specifically on the twin flame journey, because you learn lessons of unconditional love. You may feel physical symptoms of your heart racing, feeling like your heart is being cracked open. Obviously, if you feel anything weird in your chest, that's 911. You better go to see a doctor. But if everything is good and you're checked out, then it could be a Kundalini awakening as well. Okay, I just wanted to say that because I've worked in healthcare, and trust me, like chest pain specifically, unbearable chest pain, that's a big sign of something going wrong. So definitely, I just wanted to say that I'm very realistic with my shit as well. But outside of that, outside of the medical thing, it shouldn't be severe chest pains, but you may feel almost like you are having your heart cracked open, right? Because you have to destroy in order to renew or to create. Destruction and creation. So you may feel crying, memories coming up, and unconditional love. Just to give you a quick basis of that, it is learning to find it within yourself, being able to give it to others, and accepting it when it is given to you. And it's one of the first things that you experience with your twin flame, right? Is authenticity and higher vibration than unconditional love. I would say that's difficult because authenticity requires many feelings, that puts you in a higher vibration. Like authenticity isn't a feeling. And when we're looking at the vibrations of our energy levels, we're really looking at the feelings that we have, right? And I can do a whole video on your vibration and all that. I actually cover the chakras and the vibrations in my book. We have a whole graphic on it that is so good. I'm not going to show it to you guys yet because it's in the newer version of the book and it's not there. So yeah, that's kind of tricky because you do need to experience unconditional love for yourself in order to feel your most authentic self. So I would say it's the same thing, because authenticity, again, is just an umbrella as to what the other things that you need to feel that way. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Okay. And the root chakra, right? The root chakra is huge in the Kundalini awakening specifically. It is big on the twin flame journey as well, but Kundalini awakening because the root chakra in general is the most important chakra to awaken in a spiritual journey, because if you can't successfully unblock your root chakra, you are going to be unable to open up the rest of the chakra centers. So it is a big one, right? For obvious reasons. If you can't start at the base, you're never, it's like having a good foundation for something. You never want to have cracks in the foundation, because then the tower's gonna fall. All right. The activation and purification of the root chakra is considered to be crucial. And again, because it provides that solid foundation for, you know, your ascension and your spiritual awareness, right? And a strong and balanced root chakra is going to help that the higher bases, the higher roots, are supported with a stable base. That's the best way we can describe it. And Mia, I have no idea about that one. That's not, yeah, and I'm not even gonna, because I really don't know. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be more help in that. I've never experienced that, so I really don't know. Hi, Elizabeth. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was just gonna set my powder real quick. Let's see. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Go for a good massage. Yeah, that I really don't know. Yeah. I would love to learn more about that. So thank you, Liz. I do try. I feel like I overdid it here, but we're gonna keep going. And I'm honestly late to my Costco run. I told my mom at 2, it's already 2:14 for me, so it is what it is. But we're almost done here. Thank you to everyone who showed up and stayed patient and everything throughout this. So overall, chakra activation, especially in the root, is very important because Kundalini energy is often seen as a serpent going upwards, spiraling, and activating and purifying each chakra along the spine. If you've ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, definitely go see it, the episode where he's kind of explaining how there's a flow, and if there's a clog in one, the rest get clogged up. That's a very good episode, so definitely, if you haven't seen it, it's a good clip. So, oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I never try to overdo my makeup, but even this to me is a lot of makeup because I like to keep it as natural as possible. Yeah. So throughout this process of activating your chakras, your root, and your heart, it will lead to a heightened awareness, a purifying of each chakra, heightened states of consciousness that you may be able to reach, spiritual awakening, and self-realization and transformation. Love you too. Okay, so finally we're coming to the end, And I'm going to stay on and give you guys prompts. So get your little journals out. If you've been keeping up, you know, I always like to give you some prompts at the end to help you. And as I'm giving you guys the prompts, please start leaving your questions. We're going to answer a few questions. So, yes. So, Liz, actually, there is a really good kind of like free course on YouTube that I saw. If I can find it, I'll talk about it in my stories. So if you're not following me, follow me. I will make a note of it and I will share it with you guys because it goes so deep, and I've not even done with it, but this guy goes real deep. You feel like you are in a college class for chakras. I'm going to talk about it in my stories. I got you. Let me see, what is your username? Liz.west. I got you. I'm going to tag you in the comments when I post that story, because I think it's going to be so much more helpful and going to give you a lot more information than I could ever give you, right? All right. So overall, once you feel the Kundalini awakening, you see and feel this experience, you're never going to go back to normal. So the first journal prompt here that I'm going to share with you guys is, in what ways are you reconnecting with yourself? Inner child healing, releasing, being able to feel again. Okay, those are all examples of some of the answers that I would put in. The second prompt that I have for you guys is, name 3 relationships that you can no longer keep playing out in the way that they have been. This could be your relationship to food. It could be a platonic partner. It could be a relationship at work. It just depends on you. But name 3. Okay, I know this is tough, but be honest with yourself, you know. And the third prompt for you guys today is, what are 3 boundaries that are aligned with you right now, but you're afraid or don't know how to start? That's throat chakra, right? Being able to tell people how you feel and what you think, and being able to speak and stand up for yourself. All right. Hold on, my mom. ¿Qué? Sí, estoy trabajando. Ya termino como en 10 minutos. My mom's like, girl, we going to Costco or what? She was like, what are we doing? But those are the prompts. I hope that they helped you. I got you, Liz. And thank you, Andrea. Yeah. Como que trabajando. This is my work, you guys. This is what I do. Are you from Argentina? Yes, I am. Se nota mi acento. So the second prompt was, name 3 relationships that you can no longer keep playing out in the way that they have been. So what dynamics? Sí, lovely. Pues muy bien. How funny. Pues. We don't really use pues. We use vos. Or che. Because I speak Castellano. Which is like an old type of Spanish with an accent. And yeah, I'm from the capital. So. Alright, you guys. Mom reveal. Oh my gosh, my mom actually does tarot. Should I do like a reading with my mom? Would you guys like to see that? Yeah, so I have some clients that are from Mexico, and I love speaking to them. I love learning how Spanish, you know, is in other ways, or how, because, you know, Spanish in South America is very varied depending on where you're from. And even if you're from the same country, the different regions and cities can speak it in a different way. So I'm always really fascinated. I love learning, especially about my culture. You know, Spanish is my first language. Yeah, totally, even within the same country. Exactly. But yeah, I don't know, would you guys like to see that? A mom review? I don't know if my mom would. Does the spirituality come from your mother's side? Definitely, but I do feel like my dad's side also. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That is so sweet. I definitely want to make a video where I talk a little bit more about my journey. I know my videos are all love and twin flames and spirituality, But I always get a lot of questions about myself, and I figured that one of these days I'm just going to come on live and see what you guys want to know and talk a little bit more about my story and hopefully, my own twin flame experiences and things like that. So if that's what you want to see. I love Venezuelan food. Girl, shut the front freaking door. Venezuelan, Colombian food, some of my favorite. Dominican food, Puerto Rican food. Stop. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps literally thinking about that. I'm about to go get an arepa. Like, you already know, una cachapa. Like, I'm about it. Okay, so I don't see you guys giving me any questions. I feel like maybe my next mukbang video, I'll order some arepas or something, some Hispanic food. Would you guys like to see that? And maybe we can all eat together and have cafecito. Oh, the soul contract. Yes, I remember. That was what I wanted to answer. All right, soul contracts. So basically, a soul contract is your soul incarnated here, and they decided, your soul basically had already decided that in this incarnation they were going to learn certain lessons, meet certain people. However, soul contracts can be complex. You may have a soul contract with a karmic or a soulmate to learn a specific lesson, but it's really up to your free will how long that lesson takes and what routes you take. So it's not like here where the legal contracts are like domineering. It's very much alive. Whenever I connect with people's soul contracts or even their Akashic records, when I do past soul life regression readings, I'm not seeing a book, right? I'm seeing a video. It's live. You're making these choices. It's almost like you have a basis, but really it's up to you as to how you want to make those choices and in what ways they change. So yes, you may have a soul contract with someone. It's up to you whether you want to end it, terminate it, and it's up to you if you have loopholes, right? If your twin flame is not giving in this lifetime and they're not getting it, you may have a loophole where you're like, all right, well, this other soulmate's going to come in then. That kind of energy, right? That was just a broad example, but that's why there's people that have multiple soulmates or multiple paths that they can take in their life. I hope that helps. Just to give you a brief of a soul contract. And tomorrow's live is going to be day 14, and it is going to be how your divine masculine feels and evolves in the twin flame connection and what they wish you knew. Day 15 is going to be divine feminine, how divine feminines feel and evolve in the twin flame connection and what they wish their divine masculines knew. So I am going to be doing a break. Tomorrow is going to be day 14, and then on Tuesday I'm taking a day off, and then Wednesday we're coming back with day 15. So with all of that being said, let me actually write that down because I do want to do a Hispanic like mukbang. Like, I'll order some of my favorite Hispanic foods. Maybe I'll even make some Argentinian food and we can all eat together, and I'll announce that in my live or in my stories so that if you wanted to join me and we can eat Hispanic food together and we can share in the comments what we're eating and all that stuff. You guys can even tag me if you have a post what you're eating in the live, and I think that'd be so cute. Like, let's share recipes, let's share in what we're making, and tag each other, right? I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you to you guys in the comments who were encouraging that. So let's do that. Hispanic mukbang. Super excited. All right, you guys, that is all that we have time for today. I gotta go. Have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Rest of your day, rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much more than you would ever think. And I'm really happy I got to do these lives for you, and we're sharing in so much information. And yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Say bye, booba. He's snoring. He don't even care. Bye, guys.